Even the most committed worker or staff that we have sometimes can be overwhelmed with work. And the work of the leader is to be able to know the state of their staff so that they can be able to help them. So we need to understand the root and to seek clarity with compassion. What I mean is that when you see your staff, when they are disgruntled, when they are not really doing well or doing fine, we need to understand and seek clarity to be able to understand why they are behaving the way they are. There's a scripture, Proverbs 20 verse 5. It says, the purpose of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out. A particular woman was working with her boss and very toxic to work with. She will come in, she will work for him, you as the family, but the man will not, relate to her. The man will just pay her salary, but just, women the way they are, I was like, what's wrong with my boss? And of course, after a while, she noticed that the man had the picture of a dog on his desk. And so one day she asked him that, do you like dogs? And the man said, yes. Have you got dogs yourself? The woman said, well, no, I don't have dogs, but I'll be willing to have one if I know about them. And so the man started talking to her about dogs. So she found out that the man actually loves dogs. And so the basis of their small talk now started on dogs. So we need to understand people that we are dealing with when it comes to workplace relationship or all kind of relationships that we find ourselves. Job Masek said, people leave people. People don't leave organizations. And I believe that because there are more people that leave an organization not because the organization is not good, but because there is toxicity provided by someone in that organization. I'm not saying people don't leave for money or for some other things, but we must also know that people leave people and not because of only organizational issues. As a matter of fact, when you hear organizational crisis, it's the people that are embedded in these organizations that are actually causing this crisis. So we must be careful as leaders not to judge people when they want to leave, or when to judge people when they are disgruntled, because you see, people would have left in their mind before they ever leave. Someone can still hang in there and be with you for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 10 years just because they like you or because they like your leadership style, So we must understand and not judge. So the question we must ask ourselves as leaders is that when people who work with us change, we must ask ourselves that, look, is there something that is weighing on their hearts? Is there something weighing on their mind? I mean, what are they feeling aligned to? We can schedule a conversation or just have a workshop and to just talk about it and ask that, look, what are you feeling aligned to? What is pressuring you? Instead of being toxic and telling people that if they want to go, they can go. Now, we all make mistakes as leaders, but we should not make the mistake of losing good people, because the world is now a global village. So we must be careful the way we handle those that God has brought to us. I like the way T.D. Jakes says it. He says we must understand that some relationships can be seasonal, but we must also know that some relationships can definitely be for the long haul. It is for the long haul. So there are people that will come and stay with us seasonally. There are people that will come and stay with us for a short time, but there are people that will be with us for the long haul. And some of these people are not even biologically related to us. So it is important that we understand why people's hearts are shifting. We must recognize that there's no external thing we do, salary increase, break, renewals, vacation, that can restore alignment when somebody has fallen out of alignment. So we must first of all seek to understand. We must seek to understand what is going on in the heart of that person. So we must schedule a private and honest conversation. I mean, as leaders, we must learn to listen. We must listen. What is actually going on? What is happening to you? We must allow people to make up their mind. Now, we must also define the relationship and the expectations. Know those that will leave you. Know those that will stay. I like a scripture that says, can two work together except they are agreed? So can two people flow together except they are agreed? So clarity is essential in leadership. Clarity is essential in marriage. Clarity is essential in any sphere of life that we find ourselves. We must first and foremost clarify that, okay, can these two things stay together? Can you glue iron and plastic together? Can you glue wood and plastic together? Because we must not attempt to put together things that have not been destined to be together for long. Some people are called to work with you for a while, then you allow them go. Some people are called to work with you in the capacity of a consultant. I was working with someone sometime on the basis of being a consultant, but they were trying to give me do this, do that, and I said, look, I'm not your staff. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help your job. I'm your consultant. I cannot do this for you. This is what I will do for you. So we must let people understand why we are in their life, why they are in their life. We must seek to understand, because you see, if those that are volunteering for you, if they cannot align with your vision, then you use them as scaffolds. If someone cannot be with you or stay with you or consult for you, they just want to run in and do, then you use them as scaffolds. It's not a sin, but that means that if someone is posturing that they are scaffolds, then that means the remuneration they will get will also be that of someone who is working as a scaffold. So we must understand and we must be flexible in the way we deal with people. A gentleman tried to exit a multinational finance company in Nigeria. He went to the head of HR and said, I would like to resign. And when he got there, they sat him down. Why do you want to leave? I said, look, where I am is too toxic. I don't like our Tuesday management meetings. There's a lot of cursing, abusive and everything. I think I've had it. But the HR was very smart. He said, okay, look, I'm going to put you on another team. So they removed him from the team where he was, and they put him on another team. So the man actually thrived behind the scenes than the team that they put him before. So you see, we can change the roles that we give people when they work with us. Probably are tired of working in the front desk, or probably they are tired of marketing or advertising. They've been with you for like 10 or 15 years and they are just tired of driving. Probably they want to get into other roles. People thrive where they are graced. People thrive where they are graced. Probably as a time when people start working in that company, they needed the job badly because they had to pay bills. And so you give them a job, they pay the bills, they do this and that. But they've now developed themselves in other areas. And so they are now seeking to work in the areas where they are graced. So we as leaders, we must notice where people are graced. I mean, did Moses ever know that Joshua was graced to lead the people into the promised land? Did he ever know? I mean, here was a young man, Joshua, pouring water on the hands of Moses. And it was that same young man that God used. But I'm sure Moses might not ever know that this young man can be that kind of a person. So we must be careful the way we treat people. The work of a leader is to harness people and to help them see the vision and to help them achieve the vision. So it's a win-win thing. The leader wins, the people wins, and the vision is carried out. But sometimes managerial qualities demand that you find what will suit the company.